Buhari was not Nigeria president. In fact, I speak to you, I told TV channel this morning that APC belongs to Fulani because it's Fulani that is controlling this APC. I see no reason. A lot of people leave the Atiku Abubakar, which me I believe will have do better than this what Tinubu is doing today. We leave him because Buhari is a Fulani. He destroyed Nigeria for 8 years. We say we cannot allow.
After building the biggest mosque in Ofikpo, Fulanis are now demanding we want Sharia law in southeastern part of Nigeria. The way Sultan has commanded Sharia law to commence in Yoruba land. Mr. Raf, what has the Igbo leaders gotten themselves into?
We don't need Igbo leaders. There are no Igbo leaders. What we have are Igbo political leaders that are errand boys to their Fulani masters. So we don't have Igbo leaders. The Igbo leaders are the youth. The Igbo leader, as I'm talking to you now, one person that is Igbo leader is Maazin Nnamdi Kanu. The only person that is speaking for the Igbos. And federal government of Nigeria under Fulani leadership of Muhammad Buhari has incarcerated him since he was illegally renditioned from Nairobi, Kenya. No Igbo leaders. Igbo leaders are those ones that are going errand for the Fulani, their Fulani masters. And for Sultan also to be asking and giving order to build mosque, biggest one in the southeast, and they install Sharia courts in the southeast and Sharia law. We the youths, the people of Igbo land, Anambra, Imo State, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Abia, we are asking Sadano Sokoto to remove the whole gigantic mosque he constructed in Sokoto State. Gigantic mosque they built and constructed in Abuja. Gigantic mosque they built and constructed all over northeastern Nigeria, corner, northwest, mid belt, and Adamawa area. It will remove those mosques and build what there, Roman Catholic. That is what we the Igbo youths under the aegis of indigenous people of Biafra are asking of Sultan of Sokoto, a man that wants to force his religion on the Igbos, a man that wants all of us to be attending mosque by abandoning church where we are worshiping our own God. We are giving Sultan of Sokoto order to go and dismantle all these gigantic, colossal and immense mosque he built across northern region. That is our own quest. Then number two, we are asking those mosques, their occupants, their worshippers, their alfas, the imam, including Sultan of Sokoto, to come to apostolic church and listen to me, Okelowa, Abeokuta, and give their life to Christ. All of them, they should confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord on that altar of that gigantic Catholic church and apostolic church at Okelowa, Abeokuta. That is our own quest too. If they could all imbibe by the rule and the orders we are giving them right now, I don't think we have any reason to at least reject Sharia law in southeastern Nigeria.
So you are countering Sultan that Sultan too should give your life to Christ.
My brother, Nekomo, look at me. That is equal right we have in the world, on the earth, not only in Nigeria. Everybody is capable to exist on his own, worship his own God, follow the religion that his spirit has accepted. I don't have to force anybody on my own, religion, to live his own religion and embrace my own. If I do so, it means I'm a wicked, ruthless and godless man. But I will do you unto you as you do unto me. That is when life will live, becomes sweet and very palatable.
But then, it seems that the Igbos are more determined than your politicians. The Igbos are always angry at the so-called being at the corner of power of your politicians. The politicians always seem to play to the rules of them, these Fulani oligarchies. What is your message of fellow Igbo youths concerning this current trending happenings now in Ebonyi? Same thing is happening now in Ika, not in Delta.
They are killing in Ika. They have invaded the local government from where Ifeanyi Okowa comes from. Ifeanyi Okowa is from Abo, but his own local government has been insensately subjected to Fulani headers attack. They rape their women, they kill their farmers, they come in the town, kidnap all their people. That is what is going on in the Ika north now. And the Igbo and the Gongo community in Oyo State and Osun State are not left out. the farmers over there has been disallowed in their great numbers by the Fulani herders. That is what is going on now. Then in Igbo land as well, the youths are not relenting. They come out to tell the politicians and their Fulani masters the truth, that they are responsible for the killing 4 days ago in Ebonyi State, where a whole village was wiped out. They in their farmland, where they build many makeshift their houses and slums in the farmland there. The Fulanis attacked and invaded them, and that was when Nigerian soldiers went to those farmers that are living in their slums there, assure them of security, assure them there's nothing like incursion of the herders, that they are on the safer hand. These people went into their bed, locked their door. They woke up around 2 a.m. The whole houses were circled with fuel. They poured petrol on those houses, set it ablaze, killing the whole villagers. After Nigerian soldiers has actually assured them that their safety has been guaranteed. What are we saying? The youth in the southeastern Nigeria are the one that is taking up, yes, with federal government of Nigeria, shoulder to shoulder, fire for fire, money for money. The politicians in Igbo land, they are flukes. They have failed. All they do is to play politics with the Fulani, their Fulani masters, on the Igbo's blood, at the expense of Igbo man's blood and pains. We don't have politicians, we don't have elders in Igbo land. What we have there is indigenous people of Biafra, and they are the youths. The youths are up and down to make sure that there is peace in the southeastern Nigeria.
But the line of thought which also says that anytime election comes, you always vote for the same leader, as you say that they are not working for
No,
you.
not at all, not at all. What played out, going to 2 years now in 2023, when Tinubu forced himself on this country, the Igbo youths, the Yoruba youths, the Hausa youths, the Mid-Belt, the Edos, the Niger Deltas, everybody unanimously came together and joined forces together and formed this obedient platform movement that is very, very, negative to what the political elders, the political elites of the north and the southeast and the southwest, represent. Because of course we know that they are the enemies we have in Nigeria, the enemies of the youth. We will have no reason to have voted for them let's say February 23 or 25th presidential election. We voted for the right person. That was Obi, the leader of Labour political party platform. The whole youth voted for Nigerian youth. They did not make mistake. They voted their right choices, but that choices were truncated by the so-called elderly politicians who used their billions and millions and bought INEC, the umpire, and the umpire at least deviated from doing the right things. Instead of using beavers that was, passed into bill or law that it should be electronical, the voting, they abandoned the beavers and did it the other way. What do I mean? They used manual and they manipulated it, denied the youth their enfranchisement. The enfranchisement was based on the fact that they actually want a new breed of politicians to take over under the Labour political platform, and that was the effort they made that was truncated by Tinubu himself in conjunction with INEC. No, never you agree with anybody that said we don't like these politicians. At the end of the day, the same youths, vote them again. The youths are not voting for them. They use their money, they use their material resources and buy the umpire. The umpire INEC is always, the position that that is meant for the chairmanship of the INEC is always given to the wrong person. Who are the persons we are talking about? The Fulanis. They can do anything because of money. The Fulanis. That's why Mahmoud Mohammed, the chairman of INEC, abandoned the process, the law and regulation that was at least passed in the House. Electoral law, electoral process. He rubbished it. He faulted it because he received money at the tune of $270 million by some, let me say, greedy politicians, selfish politicians, desperate politicians, and he thwarted the effort of the youths. The youth made lots and lots of great input during 2023 election to make the right choice so that Nigeria will move forward. But today, the APC juggernauts, they truncated that effort, and now they are giving everybody hell on this contraption called Nigeria.
Do you see, finally, we are closing, do you see a future for Nigeria as it's currently stands?
No, there is no future for Nigeria. We are drifting backward to 50 years, after 50 years again, we are going to move backward to 100 years. Because the Fulani man does not know anything about Western culture or Western culture, education or civilization. What Fulani man knows is Islamic ideology. Only to obey Muhammad, pray 5 times in a day, pray 3 times at night, wake up and go to mosque, go back to your slum. And there's nothing like modern science and technology where this kind of species, this species of, African tribe are. The Fulanis, all they know is animal husbandry, rearing of animals from one place to another. You don't know pastoral system of farming. That is what they are. That is what they know. And that's why Nigeria can never move forward, because they have come and seized Nigeria. And other local tribes in Nigeria, they have bought with their money and initiated them into such political, dynasty that belong to them, that has been running for over how many years in Nigeria now. No tribe in Hausa, no tribe in Igbo and Yoruba that could understand the music we are playing. They have all been deceived. Nigeria is
that terrorism of a thing. You understand? So which will finally finalize itself come in 3 months' time in ICC. That is the last place whereby they will be waiting for Nigeria to come and prove themselves or defend themselves. And after that, they will now officially take over the office, and that is when you will now see the actor or the man called Simon Ekpa.
A fellow Igbo man said that it is Simon Ekpa's people are them ESN and IPOP who are the gunmen in the eastern part of Nigeria. Do you agree with that?
I disagree with him, because for now, all those men are not doing anything. They are in the bush. Are they gunning anybody down in the bush? Fulani no longer go to bush. Sidious Musa and his boss didn't go to bush. And let me tell you, on Sunday, this 2nd of February 2025, the people that were seriously murdered and their home invaded and set ablaze, is it Simon Ekpa people? Is it not the Fulanis? And being backed up by the Nigerian military. You and I saw the citizens engaging those that tried to video to record what happened. Their phone was collected from them, was seized from them. By who? By the uniform men. But why? As Sidious Musa came up telling us that they are on it. Yes, they are on it to let Fulani continue to kill, because they have Sidious Musa backup. And the governor come up and say the people there should not retaliate. Why do you say they should not retaliate? And why won't they retaliate? And why shouldn't they retaliate? Because it is something that they have already originally agreed, that people, the Igbos, the Biafrans need to be wiped for them to establish their Ruga and to establish the major Fulani. They are the original of Nigeria. Why are they not the original of Nigeria? Under Buhari regime, you will see where Fulani will be carry AK-47 to guide their cows. They will come to your farm, they will kill the person, rape the wife. If you tell carry police go arrest them, the next day the policemen they will release. I remember a situation come under Buhari government where an Igbo man was being beheaded, being hit on his head. They thought the man has died. Luckily, the man survived. He went to police station to go and investigate the issue. A policeman told him that he cannot get justice because an Igbo man. Under Buhari government.
Policeman said he cannot get justice because an Igbo man.
So the shocking part of it is that this Tinubu government, I'm shocked for Tinubu, but I'm not sure, because Tinubu said that it's going to start from where Buhari stopped. And that's why I'm disappointed, because he allowed his government, that his government, they declare IPOP as a terrorist organization, whereby the Fulani that are moving up and down, killing people in Nigeria, killing innocent people in Nigeria, have not been declared terrorists. Musa Christopher have told Nigeria that the problem of Nigeria are the Fulanis and the Hausa fights. How is the IPOP not the problem? Have you ever heard that an IPOP member come to Lagos to kill anybody in Lagos? Or go to North to go and kill? You declare IPOP a terrorist? Something we condemn Buhari for. Maybe because Buhari was a Fulani, because of the hatred of Biafra war. After hatred against that job, you allow that to extend to tenor. I'm supporting the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know what the meaning of IPOP? IPOP means the people, the indigenous people of Biafra. If there are few people among of them that do evil, it cannot be people at all. We have some evil element that might not want to portray the region where even Jesus can, out of the 30 disciples Jesus have, once he betrayed him, more or less a whole region. So I'm surprised in Tinubu government allowing the government to declare IPOB as a terrorist organization. I'm disappointed in him. So asking me this question, Buhari was not Nigeria president. If I speak to you, I told TV channel this morning that APC belongs to Fulani because it's Fulani that is controlling this APC. I see no reason. A lot of people leave Atiku Abubakar, which me I believe it will have do better than this what Tinubu is doing today. We leave him because Buhari is a Fulani. He destroyed Nigeria for 8 years. We say we cannot allow another Fulani man to come and take over from where Buhari stopped. And many people support Tinubu to become president. Or not to us that this is what Tinubu will do. But allow look at this morning. As I speak to you, over 30 people have been declared and 60, and the number is still going up. In what is it called? Is it what is it, this state? Ebonyi State. Yes. Last week here in Ondo State, 5 people were killed. These are the one the media carry. What are the one the media
even in the hometown of former governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, they call that Ika North East local government in Delta State. Fulani have also killed 6 people.
It's everywhere. The killing is everywhere. I told you that this Fulani agenda. Let me go straight to our question. Let me not forget. 100 billion be this boss for former president Buhari, Fulani president. Yes, of course, he gives them this 100 billion. So that in order to buy them. That's why I'm sending this money to Yoruba leaders. Because you hardly see this Fulani agenda come to Sharia law, come to Southwestern. You hardly see any Yoruba statesman now stand up and talk that it cannot happen. To understand that the Sudan of Sokoto have the FMT that they have set a committee that will look into it for another man region. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. I said I don't want this thing. This is why they keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. This is what some they go stood for. They want to fight. So by disbursing almost 100 billion for Mechiala to come into South to buy them over. For me, Buhari was never a president of Nigeria. He was a Fulani president.
The Waymaker, I asked you this morning that do you see a future for the youth of Nigeria? Do you see a future?
My brother, there's no future in Nigeria. As I speak to you now, doctors are now doing security work in UK. As I speak to you now, doctors are now doing security, cleaning work in abroad. Is that the country we are proud of? Our forefathers put us where we are because they are afraid. I don't want to die, yo. If I talk, government will come for me, yo. I don't want to die. They die. If you talk, you go die. If you not talk, you go die. It is high time Nigeria to stand up and let's talk. All those old takers that have taken this country for their hand. As I speak to you, many Nigerians cannot eat. Many are dying because of thinking. They come out, they don't sell, they go still pay rent, they go still pay shop, they go pay children school fees. A common man in the street that cannot send their children to government school for university anymore. That is why you see Nigerian youth now, most of them they are doing Yahoo 419. The parents cannot even send them to university. If any parents try now, struggle, send them to secondary school, after secondary school, they hands up. Because since Buhari came in now, the money for university, my brother, times 5. So forget about that. Nigeria, split this country, let everybody go their own separate way. Or you respect the country, let regional government take its course.
Then for people like you, Mr. The Waymaker, how are you coping with this current impasse in Nigeria?
No, of course, it's God that is sustaining us. Because if you look at it, even the time of Jonathan, some people, there was still poor in the land. But that's why, if you are in Nigeria now, you need to hold your God tight, the God you know, because it's God. If you put your hope on government, as I speak to you this morning, Tinubu have also introduced another tax reform, toll gate, where you want to be told every toll gate, drivers. And I think to go to a village, then a problem, bro. Don't be this country with them when Nigeria soldier talk say in salary no reach out to travel go in village. So how you go to say insecurity go stop? When you not treat your security, man, where? Now US soldier they gree die for the country because the US is taking care of them. Not be Nigeria where they say one councillor is earning Nigerian army no PNI. What councillor is earning? Man that is carrying guns, securing the councillor cannot end it. And you say we want to go far. We are not serious as a nation.
Now, are you of the opinion that only the politicians are enjoying Nigeria?
Of course, you don't need to ask me this question. Two people in this Tinubu government, we have the wealthy people and the wealthy and the poor. There's no rich again. Tinubu government don't eliminate rich people. Rich man before go get rich man before go get 3 car for compound. 3 car, you don't fit drive anyone because you don't fit buy for car. So as I talk to you right now, there is suffering in the land, my brother. You don't need to ask. There's suffering in the land. So the answer is that is earlier we stand up now. Revolution now, as I so what I saying, let's speak. If we speak, we die. If we don't speak, we will die. So let's speak. That's what we want.
Mr. Adewemeka, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.